Aldwyn, Altuney here, coming to you day 1 of 11 of the Global Good News Challenge. We are here. Can you believe it's November already? My goodness, I don't know where this year has gone. We must be just having too much fun. Regardless of what is happening in the world, there is always something we can be grateful for. And things can always be worse, my friends. So if you've been feeling the pinch of all the COVID craziness, it is quite normal to feel the pinch. However, I do suggest that you don't buy into all the drama, because not everything is as it seems right now. And if you want to know what's really going on in the world, then follow the money trail and look up some alternative media sites to get a different perspective on what is going on in the world. All right, so the Good News Challenge is something I created during COVID, actually last June, to help lift the energy on the planet. Now, I have personally had depression. I've had 4 friends take their own lives. And of course, there's been more of that during COVID. So what I do recommend is that you look for things to be grateful for, lift your own vibration, and you will have a better experience of life, and so will those around you, your family, your friends, your community. On Facebook, social media, you just never know who is seeing your post, who could be inspired by something you share. So what is it about? It's a very, very simple, free challenge. It goes from the first Monday of every month, and it goes for as long as whatever number month it is. So November being the 11th month, this is an 11-day challenge that you can start anytime within the 11-day period. So from now for 11 days, you can start your 11-day Facebook Live or live video. You can do it on any platform, but ideally Facebook. And what you do is just share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. And the good news can be anything about yourself, about someone you know. It can be something you've seen online, such as the Good News Network. There's Sunny Skies News. There's good news sections in all the mainstream media out there. So there's plenty of good news when you know where to look. And it goes something like this. Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, also known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help people get their message to the masses using online and offline media. I'm very passionate about inspiring more truth and good news in the world to lift the energy on the planet and decrease depression and suicide rates. 3 things I'm grateful for today. I'm so grateful for my beautiful parents. I've been spending the day with them. I take a day out at least every week and just hang out with the folks. You know, you never know when your family won't be with you anymore. So it's always important to make time for family and your loved ones. And I'm so grateful that I've spent the day with my beautiful parents. My dad's 83, mum's 77. They've been together 51 years this year. Extraordinary. And I'm so grateful for them, beautiful people. I'm also grateful for my heritage and for the family that have come before me. And I know my ancestors are here supporting me, just as I know your ancestors are supporting you. In fact, in our DNA, it is proven that we have the DNA of 7 generations. So you're never alone. There are always angels and guides and your ancestors supporting you on your journey. I'm so grateful for my ancestors and for those who are supporting me on my journey to do what I do. You know, in my bloodline, I have Ukrainian great grandparents that were hung during Stalin's time. They were kulaks in the Ukraine, and they had their lives taken away from them because they had stepped up in life. And then my granddad was in another part of the Ukraine when this happened and started to speak up against the government. And then he went running for his life because then his friends said, the government's now coming to kill you because you're speaking up against the government. So I have had in my family people who were killed and in fear of their life for stepping up and speaking up with their truth. And that's exactly what I help people do now. And yes, it takes it. I'm grateful for alternative media channels where we can share other sides of the story. And having worked as a journalist for many, many years in mainstream media, I've worked in TV, radio, and print, and I can tell you there are hidden agendas going on, and you are not getting the whole truth from the mainstream media. And I just know now, I know that when anything's being bombarded through the mass media, or particularly mainstream media, that there is something fishy going on. And if you really want to know what's going on, follow the money trail. Follow the money trail. Who is benefiting from this massive push for the jab right now? Now, you're not going to hear this in mainstream media, but I know personally quite a few people have told me that friends they know or friends of friends have actually died very soon after taking the jab. Now, some people haven't, and that's your choice whether you choose to or don't choose to. However, I do believe it's important to make an informed choice on that one. So what I'm grateful for is alternative media channels such as BitChute, Brand YouTube, Gab. There's so many out there. If you want to know a whole list of them, just PM me and I can get you a list of alternative media channels where you will get some different news to what you're seeing in the mainstream media. And it's very important to make an informed choice with what you put into your body, I believe. Okay, it is like Russian roulette, is my belief. Some people are fine after it and some people are not. And we have heard of many cases of people dying straight after the jab or soon after the jab. Okay, so do your own research and get informed. It's your body. You have one body to get you through this life in this form. And I do believe it's important that you choose carefully and wisely what you do with your body, regardless of what is being pushed by others around you. Interesting times we're in right now. So very grateful for alternative media, grateful for my family, grateful to have worked in the media for so many years and to interview some phenomenal people. I've interviewed the likes of Hugh Jackman, Cyndi Lauper, Russell Crowe, Debbie Harry, one of my heroes from Blondie. I still love Blondie's music. I heard some the other day. It's still great. Heart of Glass is a classic song and so many others. So grateful for the amazing people I've interviewed. And if you haven't seen The Greatest Showman yet, it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I've seen it 3 times. I absolutely loved it. The Greatest Showman. If you have seen it, let me know in the chat what you thought of it. Also, I'd love to know, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? So there's 3 things at least I'm grateful for. And my good news today is that I am saying nup to the cup tomorrow. I am saying nup because I believe it is incredibly cruel to horses. And I have seen just about every Melbourne Cup, horses get injured, or they get put down, or they get killed in some form or another, right? I do not believe it is a good thing for human beings to be horse racing. I think horses and humans have a very close connection. However, I think the pressure that is put on these horses for Melbourne Cup, I think, is incredibly cruel. And I really feel for these horses, and it breaks my heart to see what is happening out there. And we can vote with where we put our money, okay? If you are not supporting the Melbourne Cup, if enough people don't support it, then maybe one day it will stop, okay, as a sport that really should have been outlawed, I believe, years ago. It's like greyhound racing is incredibly cruel too when you look into that. So, someone needs to be a voice for the voiceless, right? A voice for our beautiful animals, and, that anger that goes out with horse racing. There's a lot of anger, I believe, in the way those horses are being whipped, and the pressure that is put on, I would say, the jockeys and the horses, the pressure that is put on them to race to those extremes. And I can just imagine the kind of performance drugs that they are put on to help them go faster. It is very, very a very sad state of affairs that this is still happening. Horse racing is so big across the world. Of course, it's money, isn't it? It's a lot of money in this, and hey, money is units of choice. Money is energy. And I tell you, I don't want my money going into that energy. So wherever you are for Melbourne Cup, I hope you will consider this. Maybe look into the history of Melbourne Cup, look into the history of what has happened to some horses at previous Melbourne Cups. And maybe you will reconsider where you put your money and whether you actually support it or whether you say nup to the cup. So that's my good news. I'm saying nup to the cup, and I see so many others are also waking up to this and are saying nup to the cut too. So I congratulate you, those who are saying nup to the cup tomorrow. Congratulations. Nick, good to see you there. Yes, the Grand National over here is the same. Right, Nick, thank you. Yeah. Well, this is it. These things out there that, I do believe it's important to speak your truth on what is happening in the world. They say If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So get informed. Some people just look at it as one big party and they have the fashions in the field and all that's beautiful. The fashions in the field, it's lovely to see all the fashions in the field. However, what it's supporting, I believe, is incredibly cruel. What I think really would be a great idea is have people race other people. Now, there's an idea. Have people piggybacking other people and have them run for their lives. There you go. There's an idea for you. Get rid of the horses out of there. Put the horses back in the farm where they belong and get people to ride other people and go for your life with that. Let's just see how that goes, hey? Anyway, I'm actually just picturing that and having a bit of a laugh. Because the thing is, I think, we need compassion right now. I think we need to have some love and compassion for ourselves, for others, for animals particularly, for the environment. And one great thing that's come out of COVID is the environment has actually recovered a lot, which is a wonderful side effect, let's just say, of the COVID fiasco, or pandemic as I call it. Anyway, if you really want to know what's going on, do your research, investigate. There's a great documentary called Out of Shadows. Out of Shadows documentary had 10 million views in about a month and then got shut down off YouTube. And all these fact checkers and all that's happening, right? Why is so much information being censored if the powers that be don't want us to know certain information? Why is any of this information being censored? I did a video on 5G on my balcony that got taken down by fact checkers. Now, I know what was happening on my balcony. It was talking about a very unsafe situation with 5G, and that got taken down, right? Isn't that interesting? Towers have been going up all through lockdown, right? It doesn't take much to put two and two together, and in your gut, you will know what the truth is. So I do suggest that you do your own research. So there you go. That's my good news. I'm saying up to the cup this year. And I also have a whole lot of events coming up. So stay connected. I will pop my link tree in here. Where are you joining us from watching this right now? Whereabouts in the world are you? Just pop into the comments. Where in the world are you right now? And what is one thing you are grateful for today? If you would like to join in the Global Good News Challenge, just go to the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. It is at my link tree there, linktree/Aldwyn. You'll see the link to the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. Pinned to the top is all the details on how to get involved. Once you do your Good News Challenge, make sure you hashtag Global Good News Challenge. We will share it into our Loving Life group. We will also add you for free into our private group, which is called the Global Good News Challenge private group, so you can hang out with other Good News Crusaders. If you choose to do your Facebook Live on your profile, we will also share your live into the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page as well. Okay, so you're going to get a lot of free promo out of it. You're going to lift your own energy. You're going to feel amazing after it, and those who watch it will also feel amazing. So here's to more people doing the Global Good News Challenge. And I say rise above, rise above. It's my T-shirt today. As you can see, rise above the bullshit, rise above the crap, right? We can do this. We're going to get through this together, my friends. Get through it together. And as Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, for my Mass Media Mastery clients, we have our monthly Zoom training tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Queensland time. Okay, for all the Mass Media Mastery clients watching this right now. And it's going to be fantastic training and Q&A, 9 a.m. Queensland time tomorrow morning. Okay, so I will see you there. For any BXs right now, I will also be on the online meeting with BX. I'm one of the team leaders there as well. I'll be on at 6 a.m. tomorrow, Queensland time, bright and early. So it won't be much sleep for me tonight. And however, life goes on. I love what I do. I'm so grateful that I get to do what I love every day. And I have some phenomenal people I'm working with right now and phenomenal people in my life. Very grateful for my friends as well. For those watching this, thank you for watching this right now. Let us know what you are grateful for in the chat and also where you are in the world right now. Where are you right now? What town are you in? What country are you in? Just let us know in the comments there in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. And I look forward to seeing your Global Good News Challenge coming up. Who's going to be doing it? Let's see who does the November one. You do have 11 days to start your 11 consecutive days of Facebook Lives doing a challenge. Now, it doesn't have to go as long as this one's gone. I tend to go on tangents at times. Just keep it nice and short if you would wish to. Some people do it in a minute. Some people do it in 3 minutes. All I know is the people who have done it have really enjoyed it. It feels really good to get into gratitude. It raises your vibration and it will raise the vibration of those around you. All right, have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. As Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. And as I say, shine bright and light up all those around you. And rise above, my friends, rise above. I will see you again tomorrow for my day 2 of 11 of the Global Good News Challenge. Have a beautiful night. Mwah. Lots of love to you. Bye for now.